Hi, my name is Will Nunziata, and I'm a New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and I'm also a proud FENIX Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed guitarist and bassist, Gannon Ferrell. For more on Gannon, you can read more about him right below this video. But in the meantime, here is a sneak peek at the incredible talent of Gannon. Well, hello, Gannon. How are you?
Doing quite well. How are you, Will?
I'm good, thank you. Well, the audience just got a little sneak peek of your incredible talent, Gannon, and I want to know, where were you born and when did you know that you had this love of both the guitar and the bass?
Well, I was born in Danbury, Connecticut, and I grew up in Oxford. When I was 6, my dad pulled out this beat up old Harmony Stella acoustic. He knew a couple chords, he knew how to play Smoke on the Water, and I thought it was the coolest thing. So I told them that. They got me some lessons, and from there, just never put the guitar back down.
I love it. I love it. Where did you go to school?
Just in like the Oxford school district, unless yeah, so in Oxford, Connecticut, just went through the school district there. Then my last year of high school, I went to this arts magnet school in New Haven, Connecticut. Started to study jazz a little bit. And then after that, went to Western Connecticut State University and got a degree in jazz performance there.
That's amazing. Are there any jazz musicians, Gannon, that you look up to?
Yeah, absolutely. There's several jazz guitarists that I really love, like Julian Lodge. I just found out about this gentleman named Rainier Bass, who makes really incredible music. I love Tigran Hamasyan is this Armenian jazz pianist, and the stuff he writes is really incredible as well.
That's amazing. Well, you are the guitarist for the amazing Durieux, the incredible Stimmerman, and you are the bassist for singer-songwriter Sawyer Fredericks. And I'm curious to know, of all of those three artists of all different disciplines, I'm curious how you as an artist are able to, with whichever artist you're working with, kind of put on, a certain hat, because each of those three different artists have such different vibes.
Mhm. Yeah, you know, um, in college, I studied a little bit of composition, and even before then, the thing that I really love about music is just its patterns, and if you can kind of extrapolate the patterns from music, then you can find that's where you get um, the idiosyncrasies of different genres, and you get all of these little quirks of individual writers and the sounds of bands and stuff like that. And so it's just a fun puzzle to be able to jump into all of these different situations and figure out what the sound was before I was there and how I can best kind of blend into that.
That's an amazing way to put it. It's like a puzzle. And but I also think about your background and your education, because jazz is the best foundation, I think, for any musician to have. And the fact that you have that, I'm sure that having that in your arsenal is and has been helpful for you in kind of traversing different situations and different, performers and performances.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Jazz jazz on the very kind of academic side of things is all about chord harmony and theory, and how you can substitute different chords for one another, what scales you can use with those chords, how you can use every note with every chord in order to kind of create tension and release, you know.
Beautifully said. Now, Gannon, you've performed in so many different places and performance venues. I'm curious to know, is there any one in particular that you hold close to your heart?
Yeah. So in my home state, Connecticut, I unfortunately think that they might have gone under during the pandemic, but there was a place called the Acoustic in Bridgeport that they always had a really good atmosphere. They were always very welcoming to all the bands that I was performing with. A lot of venues can kind of like, if you're a smaller band, they'll shuffle them in and out. Sometimes it's show up, plug in, play, and the sound person will kind of do a sound check on the fly. But they really treated everybody well at the Acoustic, and they made sure that you had good lighting, good sound. Everyone was really sweet. So that place is really cool. And then there was another place I played with Sawyer in Michigan called 21 Front Street, and everybody there was just really, really friendly, really good to us. Really awesome venue, small room, with like a brick backdrop that gave this room a really nice live quality. Yeah, those two venues immediately kind of jump out to me.
I love that. And I also love the way that you speak of those two venues. And it kind of makes me think about the FENIX platform, and that, these are two venues that didn't look at you as a number. They looked at you as an artist, whether or not you have 10 fans or followers on Instagram or 10 million. And that's why I really dig FENIX. And I'm so happy that you're coming on board, because we have Grammy winners, we have Tony Award winners, Emmy winners from all different disciplines within the arts. And the fact, Gannon, at the end of the day, is that you are an artist, and that you are on the cusp of being as well known as any of them. But at the same time, it's a safe, positive platform the moment you join, to not only connect with potential fans across the country and around the world, but potential collaborators. And just so that for me as a director, I've already been able to start working on 5 different projects with collaborators in the East. And it excites me in knowing the scope of your talent through my research, that that your talent's going to get out there. And as you know, from especially your jazz background, great music is transcendent. And I'm curious to know what you're most excited about the potential of collaborating with other artists around the world.
Everywhere in the world has its own musical history and lineage that is completely different from how I was brought up as a musician. So the chance to talk to other people about their lineages and about how their location in the world affected that. Even though the world is becoming a smaller place with the internet, and we can access all of these different informations much more quickly and easily, still I think that you get a unique perspective on it depending upon where you are in the world. So to be able to talk to people about that is it's a very exciting prospect.
It's amazing. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%, and I think now more than ever, especially what we've been through these past 15 months, it's like just that whole idea of what you're really hitting on, and that I'm feeling is, that whole notion of connection, that the importance of connection, the importance of music and art now more than ever. And Gannon, I'm so excited to have met you, and I'm so grateful for your time and speaking with me today. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me, Will. It's great to meet you as well.
In the digital age, artists and bands struggle to make a living. In fact, only a small number of artists can live off their craft. For the 98% of artists that don't have the luxury of being signed to a label, it's tough. But artists deserve to live off their art. Wherever you are around the world, appreciation of music does not change. FENIX brings bands and their fans together, whilst allowing bands to properly monetize their passion. The FENIX app will directly connect bands and fans with no need for middlemen. We're utilizing the blockchain to give the power back to the artist once and for all. Join FENIX, join the change.